Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So for today's set, I am doing a Valentine's set, and I'm using my ENC XXL Coffin tips, and I've already prepped them fully. I did end up taking it off, but I did all of the proper prep, went around the cuticle, roughed up the surface of the nails, just so that everything sticks very well because, essentially I can take them off and use them as press-ons. But as always, I started with a layer of base coat over all of my nails, and then I go ahead and cure it for 30 seconds in my lamp. So for today's set, I'm using Madam Glam's Dreamer, and I'm also going to be using their Hollywood. What I like about Hollywood is it's a very, very extremely light pink that looks almost white, and I wanted like a white for this particular set, and I don't have a white from Madam Glam, and I typically like to use, like, if I use one gel polish from one company, I typically like to use all of the same products. It's not always possible, but I feel like it just makes the aesthetic of the video that much better to use one brand within that video. Like, nail tips are different. You're going to use different nail tips because there's different nail tips you're going to love, or you may not like their gel polishes, or you might not like another product for them. But like, nail tips are universal. You can use any nail tip to get the desired look. But I'm going in with Dreamer over all of the nails as a base. I do end up doing 2 coats of this, so I'll do one on camera and do the other off camera, curing for 30 seconds in between each coat. I hope that you all are having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and thank you so much for taking your time to join me today. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you to the Nail Addict family. I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. And if you're someone that's been subscribed or are just going to stick with your girl, I love you guys so, so much. I appreciate all of the continued love and support, and I'm going to be forever grateful for everyone that showed up for me at any point in my journey. You guys are appreciated. So this is what the nails look like after 2 coats, and y'all, this is like my favorite like base color from Madam Glam ever. Now I'm going in with a layer of shiny top coat so that the nails don't have a tacky layer, because I'm going to try pigment for the first time. Like, I've never tried pigment, and these pigment powders I'm going to use, I got them off Amazon, and I've had them, no lie y'all, 2 years just about, and I've never even opened them. So with me doing this set on this particular day, it was my very first time even opening the pigment powders, and I had them for like 2 years, and it was because I was still obviously learning, and my sister wanted a nail set that entailed pigments, but we never got around to it because, it's just exciting. You have a family member that is willing to let you try things on them, and like, you have your own personal nail tech, so it's exciting. So yeah, I went ahead and did something different on her, and so the pigment powders just stayed in my nail art drawer, and I just never took them out. Like, I would always peep at them, but I just never took them out. So these are the pigment powders that I got off Amazon, and I love the brightness of the colors, just like amazing these colors are that came in it. And I was so super excited to try this set that I'm doing today because, like, I feel like a lot of the designs I see with pigment powders are absolutely amazing. So what I'm doing with this set now is I'm going to start in with Hollywood. And on my index, I'm creating a pattern that has both like cheetah print and I'm also incorporating zebra. So in the middle, it'll be like a little bit of zebra print, and at the top and bottom of this nail, it's going to be a like leopard or cheetah print. And I'm using Hollywood because, again, it plays for a white for me because I don't have a white Madam Glam gel polish. And so essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to create this whole design, And then I'm going to cure it. And then once I cure it, it's going to be tacky enough to where I can go in with that pigment powder. So if y'all haven't noticed, I love animal print designs, whether it's me using a nail foil, me drawing them on. I just typically like them a lot. Like, I look really good in like animal print. So like, I also just like love to wear it. But once I got that cured, again, it's tacky. So I'm starting with the pink. And I've never used like pigment. Like, I've seen videos and I know it's messy, but y'all, this was super messy. Like, I had to figure out how to hold my hand where it wouldn't get all in my hand and like just get everywhere. This was such a messy design. But I decided to use pink, blue, and green out of those pigment powders to go over Hollywood. And y'all, I absolutely overly loved how this design came out. Super cute. Definitely gave me Lisa Frank vibes. If you guys know Lisa Frank, growing up, it was like something I was absolutely obsessed with. And this definitely screamed Lisa Frank to me. Now, on my middle finger, I am doing some lips. So I'm going to do 3 sets of lips with Hollywood. And use the same technique. I'm going to go ahead and just create the lips. I'm going to go ahead and cure those lips for 30 seconds. And then I'll have a tacky layer to where I can go in with those 3 different pigment powders that I chose. And this one was pretty cool because like me going from pink to blue to green, some areas of the lips have like a mixed shade in it. And I really, really like that. So my lips came out okay. I feel like they could have been a lot better. I'm trying to like kind of perfect myself with this, so you guys will be seeing lips a little bit more for February, even throughout the year, because I'm gonna do this whenever I feel like it. But I want to kind of perfect my lips with like gel polish. They came out okay, but I feel like they could have been a lot better. But basically, I'm finishing up those lips. And then now I'm going in with those 3 pigment powders. And once you get the pigment powder set, you don't have to do anything. I just brush off the excess and then top coat over it just to kind of secure that pigment powder. So on my ring finger, I'm going in and creating some hearts. So I kind of messed up the design a little bit. So in the middle, I did 2 hearts like really close to each other, and I wanted to put an arrow through them, but I loved how they turned out. Like, just after putting the pigment powder, that I totally forgot, but it still came out really cute. So I'm starting and putting the 2 in the center. I'll do one on top, like a smaller heart on top, a smaller heart on the bottom, and write out XOXO on the side of this nail. And y'all, this was one of my favorites. I'm so sorry for being out of frame. Like, I'm not as centered as I should be. And that's just because, like, I use my Nelfie diamond to basically be the center in the camera. So I know if my hand is over that, whether I'm really using it to rest my hand or not. If my hand is over it, then I'm in frame. But for this particular set, because of the messy pigment, I had to keep moving the diamond, and so sometimes it was a little off. But yeah, I cured that gel polish, and now I'm going in with the pigments to create the effect on this nail. And y'all, again, to me, I feel like this was my favorite. Well, no, I'm telling you a lie. So the pinky, I did just like the index. I did like the animal print nail, and then I would say this was my second favorite nail. And it just came out really, really nice. Better than I expected. I did my thumb off camera, and then I applied some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here's the finished set. Y'all, these are so freaking cute. Now, disclaimer, the index I had to do over again, so it looks a little different than the original because When I went to top coat, the pigment was coming off. So what I learned is you don't want to swipe. You kind of just want the top coat to be as like a not super runny, but runny enough to kind of just glide over the pigment so it doesn't take it back off. And yeah, but I love the colors I use. I love the design overall. I should have incorporated a little bling, but I felt like they were so colorful, they really didn't need it. But comment down below and let me know what you think of this nail set. And if you've made it this far, you may as well go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Remember to be the best you that you can be, and much love to you all.